All right, and we are back once again. I know y'all are excited because I am. I have my babies once more. And again, may the Lord bless you all. Thank you for taking the time to listen. And may your day be a mighty fine one. Now, in this little segment, we're going to touch a little bit on victim mindset. All right, so if my other baby girl would like to start it off,
I knew
though she likes to start afterwards and piggyback. We're gonna let her lay the track, and then we're gonna piggyback off of her on this one. Go ahead.
Okay, so the topic today is having a victim mindset, and that you can either choose to stay in that mindset or you can move forward. Um, a good comeback from that is if you think about Lion King and Rafiki, the monkey says to Simba that you can't. In a nutshell, he's paraphrasing. You can't be focused on the past because then you'll never look to the future. And with this story, I'm also gonna wrap in something that's a little bit more relevant to us is Kirk Franklin. So a few years ago, I saw Kirk Franklin and Maverick City, and Kirk Franklin, in a nutshell, he was explaining that he became his love for music came through his mother because she worked hard so then that way he could get piano lessons, and he grew up learning about God and he served in the church, and then he decided to go ahead and present his love and show his worship to the church through his music, right? But then he received backlash from it because of the type of music or the rhythm or the beats that he portrayed. It was seen as worldly, right? And now this man, he has foreset the music trend where now there are so many other different artists that have came out that still worship God in different ways, different melodies, different genres, but still within the gospel music. And if Kirk Franklin had listened to the lies and the rumors within the own church, because sometimes it comes from the church, unfortunately. Sad to say, but it does happen. But if he had listened to what the church people were whispering, not everybody, but some people, and if he had went with, oh, my music is not reaching souls, then he wouldn't have reached a lot of souls that he has today because of that music. And sometimes if we put on the cap of being a victim, and not that he technically was a victim, but if he had listened to the heretics of my music is not the good music, it's not carrying the gospel, the word of God, then he would have never touched so many lives that he has today. And when I was at that concert, Maverick City was talking about him as well, because both of them were there together, and they were saying that they were honored to even have him there because they grew up listening to his music, and here they are, Maverick City on tour, able to touch other people's lives because of it. So sometimes you got to think about it. If I You have a choice whether you want to put on that victim mindset or not, because you might be stopping your calling.
She's on it. Wow. Get it, girl.
Okay.
Now I'm bringing in my other baby girl. All right.
And just to piggyback off what she was saying, but having that victim mindset is just like just staying in that negativity space. Just keep thinking negative stuff. And the thing about it is, just like what she was saying, if Kirk Franklin would have kept listening to all those negative perspectives and he actually took what they said, he would have never, ever, ever been where he is today and being a blessing to so many people and just being able to give back to what, was given back to him. And that goes along with just like in general, everybody always have like that mindset where we just think about, oh, poor me, oh, this happened to me, or we're thinking that everyone is always out to get us. Having that mindset, all it does is just literally just hinders us, stop us from growing and actually seeing what we really could do more if we stop thinking about that perspective. So if we were to think about, let's say I'm going through something and I keep thinking about my situation, I'm going to keep staying in my situation. I'm not going to get better out of my situation. But if I was to take myself out the equation and be like, okay, what can I do to help the situation? What can I do to make it better? We would literally be more higher and successful in life. And just like, for example, not blaming people for our choices, taking ownership, learning to take responsibility. If we was to do that more, we would get way more farther in life than we normally, where we're at than now.
I don't know how to follow both of these, but I'm going to do my best. Lord, first, I'm going to say this. Some are aware of the mindset or the position they are in. Many are not. Once you've been misprogrammed long enough, they did a series. I forgot the name of the series right now, but it took, I think it was 6 people that knew they were free, placed them in jail, and then said, we're going to run an experiment as if you all were actual prisoners, and over time they forgot they were free people pretending to be prisoners for an experiment. Why? Because as time went on, the truth in their minds shifted and they became prisoners or victims of their own mindset, which altered the conclusion. Okay? If we look at a lot of things in life, whether it's something that is blessings to yourself or whether it's even in the biblical stance, everything doesn't have to be about religion. If you go back to the beginning of time, a lot of things have changed because someone says, despite how you think about what I'm saying, this needs to happen. I'm talking to a phone from across the room through a video directly to your home. I'm betting you someone thought that person was a little cuckoo. And it started with a little cup with a rope, and then you hurry. Okay. But again, someone had to have the thought and overcome someone else saying that can't be done. You want to fly or what? You want my foot to come off the ground? Not happening. I'm going to attach my letter to this pigeon leg and I'm going to send it in the air and hope the enemy don't shoot it down because I'm about to tell where they're at in this note on the pigeon leg. Now I could send you a text and you get it right away and nobody is shooting my phone. Again, many things that we're dealing with, we have to be strong enough to say, hey, it is okay for everyone to say, to feel, to have their opinions. Everyone has the rights to their opinions. And leave it with that person. We're not the judge. He is. So if there's a problem with something you think I said, you don't need to beat me up. Bring it to God. He'll beat me up for you. Think about that. No, I'm going to do it myself because it feels better and I punch you in your throat. What good did that do? I just got you put in jail for you punching me in my throat. I'm smiling because I'm free. You're in jail, dummy. Come on. Let's stay in the right frame of mind. We understand. Not everybody's going to like what we're doing, like what we're trying to achieve. Misery is the one that seeks company. Success doesn't. Success is a hard teacher. Why? Ain't nobody really want to do it. Who want to get up every day, putting in blood, sweat, tears, and all their time in hopes of? Olympians didn't just wake up and got there. They practiced and failed and went through a whole lot of trials. You look at Simone Biles, even she had to take a break from jumping in the air, and she's the best, flipping through it. Why? In her mind, something changed. And when your mind change, A lot of things will too. So you got to watch your own mind to make sure you stay plugged into the right source who will keep you on track. Or else you will always be a victim. So if you're going to be a victim, let's choose to be his victim, and you'll always be victorious instead. Think about that, and God bless.